Hello. So this is a request I got a while ago. I can't exactly remember from whom, but at any rate, it was basically to see the starter ACs from 4 Answer and 3rd Gen have a little bit of a fight. So basically, the early 3rd Gen model is clearly the better one. It feels like the 4 Answer one would be better suited to fight this one. Probably throw in the Nexus edition at the very end. That's kind of a little bit of an extra, but I'm pretty sure that one will end up losing. But at any rate, here's the Type Hogire against the 3089 Taurus, which is all rusty and busted and everything else. Okay, so right off the bat, the Taurus probably should have a little bit of an advantage here. Unfortunately, all of the Hogire's weaponry is just better in every way. So he might have a slight advantage here just because Hogire can't make use of his missiles. Really, the main advantage that the Taurus has going for it right now is simply that it has, well, it's got a pretty decent AP advantage. Oh, man. Wasn't expecting a blade battle out of that. And also, the starter rifle got a little bit beefed up in this version, so they're at least doing comparable damage, if not quite as good. Come on, Taurus, you can do it. You're the best starter AC. Nice. Friggin' nice. It actually managed to overheat him while slashing him in the face. Okay, beautiful. Absolutely frickin' beautiful. And yeah, this Type Hogire was once again submitted by Azure. So thank you again for the 4 Answer ACs plus Wildcat. He made the Nexus version of Wildcat in that team as well. It's kind of funny because on the same day I had made the AC1 version, so wound up having 2 versions of Wildcat for different stuff. Basically, his fit the original aesthetic, or the original version more. It was more of a direct one-to-one type thing, and actually, in most cases, ended up working better than my version. Mine was just sort of based off of kind of the rough idea that the first one was trying to do. But more on that in that video. There's just a lot of little tiny stuff to try and remake the first gen version. So yeah, I think the Taurus is actually going to win it. Yes! I knew it, you're the best. This is in no way a scientific comparison, but whatever. And that thing's got like a 40,000 AP advantage or whatever, so we're not even going to count that. Okay, apparently all of his missiles are going to get zapped out of the air, though. There we go. Good friggin' stuff. Now we're going to need to slap them together on another map. Oh, by the way, there's the Shade. Cypress's AC, in case anyone wants to come up with another AC that's quite as douchey as he is. I thought about putting in Zubin El-Janubi, but so many of his parts aren't even in this game that it just comes up to a close approximation, and I can't make him do his dodgy crap as well, so... And it could be like a whole thing of just Janubi getting squashed by everyone ever as revenge for being a major douche, but... I don't know. Like, the closest thing to his core was the Cronus, the closest thing to his head was the drone, not the drone, but the Queen. It's kinda close, it's just, it feels like I've been replacing a lot of stuff with the Cronus. This is the only really super edgy one that's in this one. But the options were really the Cronus or the starter core. Alright, so I think in a straight-up rifle fight, the Taurus should win this one. Just because he's got an AP advantage, he can make up for that lack of damage. Oh. Whoa, okay. Alright, so I guess he threw himself into charge that time, because he just needed to get that extra slash in. Loving how brutal this is, though. Let's go for those slashes, Taurus. Yeah, so I don't know what inside parts there are for the Hogire. I don't know if it has any, if it uses any. Judging by its consumption, I want to say I think it's at least got the generator expander, if anything. basically, since this came in as a team save, I have no way to edit it or look at it from the inside. Okay, he's definitely having energy consumption issues, which I guess is fine. It's, you know, rookie pilot and all that. But yeah, so the Taurus doesn't have anything in it. I don't really know what the Hogire has in it is what I was trying to get at here. Also, those warheads are really not particularly great in this gen, but they do look nice. I say this gen, but I mean like later 3rd gen. Very close. No, Taurus. Oh, holy crap! Holy crap! This is the closest win I've ever seen. Okay, I know I usually call it a tie there, but no, that has to be a win for how amazing that was. Oh boy. That was friggin' sweet. Also, I'm totally biased towards the early 1st gen starter. Like, not even a question. I'm just 100% biased there. I want this rusty piece of crap to win. There we go. Well, at the very least, I can take a look at his chips. So he goes for a slice right off the bat. That makes sense. Now, one thing Azor's told me multiple times is just to pay attention to the different grid activations up there. So they've got the 9 parts. Basically what it does, it just fires all 4 of those things at that particular time. So once altitude, once movement, once boost, once overboost. I guess now it's closing in, so it just wants movement. Doesn't care about the other stuff. It doesn't really have any inside parts to speak of. Okay, yeah, those things need some accuracy, that's for sure. It's actually funny, because they can be really, really good in this game in particular. Just not in this particular case. There's one fight pretty early on that I would describe as kind of the gatekeeper fight for Formula Front. And that's when, what's-his-face with the friggin' dragon logo comes back. And he has dual warhead launchers on the back, and then he has some kind of rifles or something, so you want to get away from the rifles so you get into longer range, and then he breaks out the warheads. And then suddenly, your entire day is ruined, because he's just pretty much nuked your entire zip code. So, there's that. Bam. Dead. Okay. So, there we are. Probably just one fight with the Nexus Edition. Yeah, there we go. Wait, no, that is... Nope. Where are you, Nexus Edition? I believe it was on Team 10, if I recall. Now, I could be wrong on that. As I've mentioned before, I often am wrong on quite a few things. Yeah, well, it's not there. Team 7? Whatever, if I can't find it in a couple teams, I'll just go and switch it. And alright, one more guess. Who's it gonna be? Because he's just basically gonna lose the entire point here. Awesome? Is he an awesome? He's not awesome enough. Oh well. So that'll be that then. And yeah, let me know if you have any requests or other stuff you'd like to see.